is this right here. California advances goal of reparations for black residents. Activists calls for $350,000 per person. Now it was 230.
Oh, George will be getting a nice check coming soon.
Yeah, George, if you out there, you can get a nice little check for this. So it went from 200 something thousand. Now the activists are calling for 350. Now they've came out, the Reparations Commission said it's not going up. This is what we're sticking with. This number. We already came out with a number. We're not going up. So remember the number they came up with would give $556 billion to Californians, black Californians. Them asking for $350K would raise that up a lot. So like, we're sticking with this number. We're not going up. But Fox News talking about it, and we'll finally address a part of this that we haven't really got to yet, which is the reason why this is being pushed forward. We know that Gavin Newsom is the one who put this together. Clearly, he's running for president.
Who gonna vote for him?
Well, the reason why he's putting this thing together to possibly give up reparations is because he thinks you're going to vote for him.
You have people leaving your state because they don't want to.
If I give every black person in my state, even if I don't give it to them, if I just I show that I'm trying to get it. If I just show I'm trying to get them the money, then in 2024, when I run for president, you know what I can say? I'm the only person in this country that actually put a number and actually push for reparations. Guess what I'll do when I'm president?
Nothing.
No. He'll just say, guess what I'll do when I'm president? I'll do it in every state.
Nationwide?
Yeah. If I do it nationwide, I'll do it nationwide if you vote for me as president. I'm going to fix the original sin, as Biden called it. How many people you think gonna vote for him? Don't lie.
People like George voting for him because
you saw. Whoa. So if Gavin Newsom actually got, let's say this went through.
I'm not voting for him.
Just wait. Let me finish the sentence. Let's say this actually goes through.
Good.
And Gavin Newsom runs for president in 2024, and he said, "I did it in California. You vote for me as president, I do it across the country." You still wouldn't vote for him?
Hell no.
So you don't agree with reparations?
I agree with reparations, but that don't mean I'm gonna vote for you.
Wait. If you want reparations, wouldn't you vote for the person that's proven he can get it?
I'm not picking between the lesser evil.
That's not lesser evil. Are you voting for one thing, ain't you?
I won't take that dirty money.
So you don't want reparations?
That's dirty money.
Oh, sorry. You don't want reparations from Gavin Newsom?
I don't want nothing from Gavin Newsom.
You can't. You got to vote for somebody at some point.
I ain't voting for nobody.
So how you gonna get it?
You know when we gonna get it?
Okay. Now remember, Mayor Eric Adams also said that he wants to get reparations in Albany, New York. Sorry, he was in Albany. He said he wants to get reparations for New Yorkers, saying how he wants to go after the businesses that has ties to slavery to make them pay reparations.
Well, so, please make sure y'all do y'all due diligence in New York, because there are a lot of tethers in New York. And we don't want you mistakenly giving our money to them.
Okay.
Please.
By the way, when I saw this little picture here, it says Vernon AMC Church pastor Robert Turner holds a reparations now sign after leading a protest from City Hall back to his church in the Greenwood neighborhood on November 18, 2020 in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Remember that AME Church story?
Who?
The AME Church story. $90 million was stolen.
I don't remember
and
that
fraud.
Story.
You remember the story?
No.
The AME Church, there was $90 million stolen.
Oh, yes, I do.
And they were saying who did it. And they blamed some bishops and stuff.
Yeah, I remember it.
They now blaming somebody else. I couldn't get to the article because it's on a law website that you have to actually sign into and be a lawyer, apparently. But they're blaming somebody else for the money missing now. That case is still going on, by the way. When I saw that AME, I said, oh yeah, that case still going on. So somebody got $90 million out of the church, maybe a couple people, and they're blaming somebody else for the money missing. I want to show this now. Okay. Now this was Dr. Umar Johnson. We talked about him last week in his Breakfast Club interview about Deion Sanders. Now we're going to show a clip of him.
We know George's going to have something negative to say about Dr. Umar Johnson.
Talk about reparations for black people. All right.
I didn't even really hear this interview, and I knew I was gonna say inflation.
So another part that Dr. Umar just said that I wanted to get to. If they keep in mind the last couple of years we've been talking about reparations for black people, but there's also been bringing up reparations for gay people. Remember that? They want gay reparations for immigrants at the border.
They got more though.
I've heard reparations for all type of groups. So are they really doing this to get reparations for black people? I believe Newsom obviously is running for president. That's why he's doing it. But when I saw Mayor Eric Adams do it or push for it, I said, are they using black people reparations as a push to give money to other groups? Like they do always. They start with black people, make you the standard, and then everybody else can get through you.
And they end up giving them more.
And now the reparations, they'll say it's for black people. They'll say it's for minority groups or disenfranchised groups. So now you won't be the only one getting reparations for what happened to you. Because remember, they changed it from slavery to housing discrimination, police brutality, all type. They changed the parameters for which reparations will be given. It's not slavery. The main one is housing discrimination. At least that's what they used in California. So if you're only doing this to people who had to deal with housing discrimination, that's not just black people. They're gonna say, oh, there were people who were back in the day who were in gay couples who couldn't buy certain houses because they didn't want to sell to them. Or hell, interracial couples weren't given certain ability to buy certain houses because of their relationships. How many groups will be able to get into that all of a sudden? So at that point, we ask the question, is it really for black people?
We know there's always a end game.
And like you said, you brought up the inflation.
Yeah, the two, what's they going to get in California? You must going to take your money and go back down south.
No. What he's saying is they're going to raise the inflation in general to where it's not going to be worth what they said it's worth. They're just going to say, oh, well.
They better take their money and go back to the south.
You would actually stay in the country?
Where you going to go?
What do you mean, where you going to go?
I'm just asking, where would you go?
Anywhere you want to go.
Where would you go?
Anywhere I want to go.
You got anything comes off the top of your head?
I don't know.
Why not the motherland?
Who said I wouldn't?
I would think that'd be one of the first places you would say.
Who said it? Who said it ain't?
Well, or you just don't want to disclose where you're gonna go?
Because I don't know. And that's what the civil rights movement turned into. That
very
was
true, Dr. Umar Johnson. Very true.
So you don't support reparations no more, cash payments.
Well,
damn, he convinced you.
No. We've always said there's supposed to be more. I shouldn't say we. I've always said there should be more than just cash payments.
So what else you want?
Land.
What's it gonna do with land?
We should be a protected class.
Didn't they already do that with civil rights movement?
No,
that's what they're gonna say.
Clearly they didn't do it because
that's
we're getting shot like hell.
Affirmative action.
Those laws have not stuck to the books.
Okay.
And it should not just be one big lump sum.
Oh, you want payments? So he's like, when you win the lottery, you can choose to take all of it in one big lump sum or get $20,000 payments.
You want it in a big lump sum?
I didn't say what I do or don't want. I'm saying, you know how that's what they do it with the lottery winners. You get to choose between one big lump sum.
Yeah, we know.
Or payments. So you think it should be payments like
it should lottery. Be payments.
Why?
Well, I think you budget better if you had payments, opposed to just getting one big lump sum.
So you agree with Faison Love then?
And not only just that, it's more than 200.
No.
223,000.
No, Faison Love, black actor, that's Faison Love. They didn't say his name. Blast $223K reparations payment suggested by California Commission. Says cash will go right to Cadillac and Mercedes-Benz. So you agree?
I didn't agree. I didn't say I agree with him.
Don't try to back. Are you trying to see?
No, I don't backpedal.
You're backstroking now. You're in the water.
I don't swim, so I don't know how to swim, so I don't backstroke or paddle.
You agree with Faison Love that if you give black people money, they'll spend it. You just said
and my body is built like a whale, so I don't float.
So you believe that you need to give black people payments instead of one big lump sum because they're wasted?
No, I think it should just be a continual payment. That's not enough money.
This means not enough money.
200. That does not equate to how much money that we are owed.
That's not the question. I'm asking, do you think they should get cash
Well, you know, I'm gonna
payment
answer the question the way I want to answer
in lump
it.
sums,
So,
or you already answered the question. You already said you think they
then
should
what
get
do
in payments.
well,
Now I'm asking you why.
I gotta explain it to you. Why?
I don't know why you want to. He think you shouldn't give it because they're wasted. So you agree with him or not?
I think you budget better when you have lump
So
sum
you believe that we're wasting?
versus a big cash payment.
He don't want to say it for some reason. You agree with him?
No, I'm gonna say it in a particular way that it's not gonna be offensive to black people.
Actor Faison Love has lashed out at the notion that black people in California will be given $223,000 in reparations, saying that the money will only be used to purchase luxury cars. Love 54 made an eye-opening response in an interview with YouTube channel Black TV.
Well,
As the debate over reparations and slavery in Golden State continues, the Meteor Man star said, "F that, another trick, man. But that's money going to go right back to Cadillac and right back to Mercedes Benz."
well, Faison Love ain't getting no check.
He is Cuban.
He's Cuban.
In the interview, Love went on to offer an alternative to monetary reparations, suggesting that black people should be tax exempt for life. I've heard that before. You said that before. Tax exempt.
Yeah.
The Cuban-born actor referred to slaves being treated as tax write-off during the Civil War. He also brought up the fact that the federal income tax was initiated by the U.S. government in order to pay for the Civil War. The financial requirements of the war saw Congress place the flat 3% tax on all incomes over $800. Following the end of the war, the original law was repealed and not formally replaced until 1913 federal income tax.
And Dr. Umar Johnson comes from Cuban ancestry too.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, both of them. Love is known for his controversial remarks in 2015. We already know about that. In one tweet, Love referred to black people who believe in...
Big worm.
Huh?
Big worm.
So you agree with him? Would you rather tax exemption for life or actual monetary money?
Everything. All the above.
Hold on. Let me say this. The scriptures tell you the wealth of the wicked is reserved for the righteous. So we know what's going to happen at some point. We know it's going to happen. But now you asking for tax exemption, protected class, money, land.
Land.
That's it.
We also need to have some therapy.
If you want them to pay for therapy,
Yeah.
you can get it yourself.
Through who? The pastor?
I didn't say you had to go to a pastor. You can pay for it yourself. Hold on. You got land, tax exemption, money, and you can pay for the
Is the pastor going to have somebody in the room with him when he's doing counseling with the women?
Oh, he is. They're going to be holding the camera.
Oh, God.
They're going to be holding the damn camera.
Action.
Hold on. What the hell?
It don't stop?
Yeah, for some reason. Hold on. My bad, y'all. I forgot I got to do this. I guess I got to do this every once in a while. What the? Hold on. Just hold on.
Just read it out loud from there. Sorry, y'all. Dude got some junky shit going on.
Okay, hold on. I got to do this again.
Where is Rosie Smiles?
Why you be asking for people to be up? Look, man, they here. They ain't. The people got lives, man. Leave people alone. I'm sorry, y'all, if it's lagging and stuff.
Damn, dude, just read the comment.
I'm gonna get to it, bro. I spent too much time getting this shit together. I gotta. Please work. All right, whatever. Can I click it from here? No. All right, whatever. Gavin Newsom looks like a lizard. LOL, he run California into the ground. He's the worst. Why is this not? Let me try this.
Come on, man.
I'm so sorry, man.
I ain't got all day, and these people ain't got all day.
Bro, I really. Why won't this work? Why? I'm gonna do this real quick. Hold on. Travis getting.
Yeah, I'm getting irritated.
Travis about to swing on you.
People leaving.
Hey, man, it is what it is. Okay. It is what it is. Now I'm moving on. Let me read some of these then. Tommy said we need land, cash, food, minerals, etc. So you want to go into farming? I've heard people say that too. That farming is the answer. I saw somebody say we talked about it. Somebody said we should get contracts with the government through farming. Travis, George, Travis need to stop doing weed because I want my damn money.
We know you want your damn money so you can pay off your student loans.
Travis get counseling for the bunnies he talked to in the midnight hour when he think no one see his black ass in action. Woke folks said everything with attachment into slavery, even the states owe. Yeah. Yep, Travis, everything. Regina, Travis, everything, everywhere, all at once. We want it all. That's
brand new socks and drawers. I want it all.
That's who did that song?
I want it all.
That's a West Coast song, ain't it?
It's a West Coast song.
Yeah.
George, he's
George
from the West
know what
Coast.
it is. The one time Travis, this is George. One time Travis could have said we put it all on the blame on Duke, but Travis loved him some Stacey Dash.
Stacey Dash is beautiful.
Regina said, didn't know Freeze on Love was Cuban. Yeah, that explains a lot. All skin folk and campo. Dang. You not your man. Damn.
Black Americans cut your ass out real quick.
Damn.
You stop popping off the bottom talking about reparations. Like, hey, you ain't even black. You ain't even from America.
Damn, niggas cut you out quick. Oh, look at there. See? Rosie said, I'm here. You see?
How you doing, Rosie?
All right. George said, see, you ain't got no legion behind you, Travis. You stand alone when Massa beating you down for no reason.
I came in this world alone. I'm going to die alone.
Oh, let me try something, y'all. It ain't coming up. What's going on?
Man, move on. Have a nice day. It ain't going to work.
See, mine came up.
Oh.
All right, so now when y'all say something, it should come up. Matter of fact, let me do this right quick. All right, copy. Main screen. Sorry, y'all.
Man, you done said sorry quite a bit of times.
All right, we're done now. When you say something, it should show up on the screen no matter what. All right. I didn't know if we talked about this case last year, but families in Charleston Church massacre victims reached $88 million settlement with DOJ. This was October of last year. I don't remember if we talked about this or not. And I was thinking, I thought they said the highest payment went to not to Ramir Rice. It was who was it that got 60 million, 50 million? Was it George Floyd?
I don't know. It's so many. I don't keep track.
Yeah. I think he got 60 million. So when I saw this one, it said 88. I was like, oh, wow. All right. This is for the bootstrappers. Do it yourself. Black family closes 7-figure deal to create Mississippi's own modern day Black Wall Street.
How long before they come in and shut you down?
Who?
The powers that be.
Entrepreneur Tony, along with his wife and 3 sons, recently closed a deal on the 20-unit strip mall in the Oak Grove community in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. The family plans to... Huh?
They should have kept that on the low.
Where's that?
Where's that?
The family plans to transform the property into a local version of the Tulsa, Oklahoma historic Greenwood district, widely known as the original Black Wall Street. Travis is the...
We're going to have to come out there to Mississippi and visit y'all. You're going to have to come out there to Mississippi.
For what?
George, you the bum. You asking for the money for reparations.
Oh, no, whoa. You say only bums want reparations?
Yeah, bums.
So you don't want it?
I take it, but I ain't begging for it. I ain't telling people, shut the hell up. I need to be quiet. I'm going to get my money.
I don't think you should use that language. People going to be swinging on you. All right, this right here was a story.
Hands can be thrown.
Huh?
Hands can be thrown. Get that comment off the screen.
Why you want to comment on the screen? It's going to switch. It's going to turn on. But with this family here, you saying, what do you think about them trying to recreate?
I think it's a great thing. I think they should have, the revolution shall not be televised.
No, it's always televised.
But I would love to go out there and see their mall script area. So, well, I'm a little sick on this day, but hopefully I'll be better tomorrow.
Hopefully.
Rosie may smile.
But yeah, okay. But yeah, when we constantly try to recreate stuff from the past, do you think it stops us from doing something new? When you try to recreate Black Wall Street, isn't it a little bit like, well, that was already done. You have to do it your way now. Or do you think it's always good to take stuff from the past?
It's always good to take stuff from the past and then put your.
But you talking about making an original though?
Making what the original?
Your plan. They said they're planning on doing the same thing as Black Wall Street, buying a strip and making these Black-owned businesses in one area.
That's not bad.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying that that's been done before. If you do it that way, you see what happened. They found a way to destroy that. Now I'm not even talking about the bombing and stuff.
So what are they supposed to do? Spread all over the city?
Make it, instead of trying to make it in one area.
We like being around one another.
No, you can make, instead of making this one. I'm not attacking them. I'm saying instead of doing this one strip and making it all Black businesses where you can be financially and physically attacked here, you could have did it more spread out. The man in black. But I'm just saying, I'm not attacking. I'm just saying, we've seen how this go and how they find a way to harm you when you do it this way. That's all I'm saying.
We ain't never scared though.
But also, there's a family that, remember, I think it was Georgia. There was like, how many families? I don't know how many groups it was. It was different families, Black families that got together and bought a whole bunch of land in Georgia.
I can't remember. It's so many.
Yes, so they trying to do the same thing too. Keep it on the low.
Yeah, you can't tell everybody. You know, if we happen to pass through Mississippi, it's Black people around. They be like, "Hey, you know that such and such down there." So you don't got to tell everybody.
George said, "Hands can be thrown." I'm going to drop my drawers and tell them make them hands do what they do. See if they really about that. Like what, George? What George? Let's get.
It's a shame.
Let's move on.
Man out here selling ass.
Let's move on. All right, this is what Biden said. Biden says, my nation's original sin. Biden apologizes to a delegation of African leaders for the unimaginable cruelty of slavery and offers them $55 billion as Rwandan president mocks U.S. in front of laughing crowd.
Yvette did a live.
Yeah.
On this. I didn't watch it.
I just saw that headline. She was like, this ain't good. U.S. African Leadership Summit ain't looking good for Pan-Africanists. She said something like that. So I guess the Africans...
They're supposed to be trying to get away from America.
They're trying to get closer. Well, they're not... We're going to get into that. Joe Biden on Wednesday hosted most of Africa's leaders in Washington for the first time since 2014, reviving a summit begun by Barack Obama. Biden said his country and Africans were united by America's original sin and the stolen men and women and children brought to our shores in chains. Rattled by China's massive investment in Africa, Biden on Wednesday announced $55 billion to be spent on health, climate change, and trade. You forgot the women's rights thing too. So basically, it's right there. The reason why Biden is giving Africa money and wanting to invest in them is because they're afraid by how much China has already invested in them.
China.
As a matter of fact, during the summit, one of the African leaders of Zimbabwe, I think it was, or maybe it was Rwanda. He said, China has been investing in us they've been coming here having summits like this every 3 years for 2 decades. You ain't been here since 2014 when Obama did it.
They've been put their flag.
Yeah,
China.
I ain't want to say it like that, but it's true. China been put their flag down in Africa like we here.
Well, China gave them a tramp stamp. They stuck it right on the back above their ass.
But yeah, they were basically saying, here come America wanting to help us now that China already been here. they was laughing at him saying, 2014, at least we had good discussions. Nothing came from it, but at least we had some good discussions. So they kind of mocking America like, you guys only here because you scared of China. Now, they did say, we ain't saying we ain't going to work with America.
We're saying that we're not choosing between
We're
either
not choosing.
side.
We're going to use both of them.
There's good people on both sides.
And then America obviously they used the Russia thing, saying that Russia is trying to bring military into Africa and cause destabilization. And I thought in my mind, Russia do not care.
Russia don't give a damn about Africa.
They want resources. They want the minerals like everybody else, but they
ain't trying to be there, buddy.
Yeah, I don't,
hey, buddy.
I don't think they're that worried about it.
They ain't trying to be their buddy.
Okay. See, Rosie even agreeing with me. Move forward. There's certain things you can't keep copying the past, man. All right. Let me go back to this right quick. There's another thing that happened with this. Biden in the spotlight at U.S. Africa Leader Summit. Biden assumes the role of host as dozens of heads of state flock to Washington for the U.S. Africa Leader Summit. The gathering, which wraps on Thursday, is expected to culminate in an announcement of the Biden administration formally endorsing the African Union's permanent membership to G20, which represents more than 80% of the world's gross domestic product. So G20 is responsible for 80% of the world's domestic product. And Africa wants a piece of that pie. But I was thinking, with all the minerals and stuff that they already got, with all the things they already have, material they already got, why do they need to be a part of G20?
Because it don't do you no good when you have all the material and minerals when you don't know what to do with it.
It's like you have oil, you have you have everything. You literally do not need another country.
We're waiting on the Indians to come back and do the farming.
Yeah, she said that. That was crazy. When he said that, when that dude said we're waiting on the Indians to come back.
They don't even know how to polish their diamonds. They give it to another country, have them do it. They have China clean their oil.
Yeah. Matter of fact, didn't China just buy a port from them? Yes.
So it don't do no good when you have all the stuff and you dumb as hell.
Wow. You call them dumb?
I mean, are we gonna say the obvious?
It's not dumb, it's just you don't know something.
You learn. You know what you do? You have China come over there and you watch and see what they do. And after you learn and watch and see what they done, you kick their ass out of the country. That's what you do.
Maybe they trying to be good.
Ain't that's what your boss do when they trying to get rid of your ass.
Oh yeah, they'll hire somebody. They'll get
have you train them.
Train somebody who taking your job.
And I never tell you everything I do ever.
Because you're going to need me.
I never give it all up. How do you do that?
I don't know.
What did you like to know?
You see, the African nations play a vital role in global affairs and should have more opportunities to weigh in on international challenges. That's why this decision by POTUS to give them a seat at the G20 table is important. We must continue to deepen our partnerships with African countries. Ain't France still living off of a lot of countries in Africa?
Yeah, remember they wanted to change the currency?
Yeah, and they said no. France told them no. You ain't changing your currency.
Hell, well, they over there speaking French, so they might as well keep the money.
That was Congo. Well, not Congo. That was
It's the Congo.
It was another country too.
And a couple other on the West Coast.
Yeah. I said, damn.
They over there wee-weeing it up.
Wee-wee.
We expect to go over there here. And they over there.
Wow.
They said, wazoo. Wee. I'm like, damn. Y'all brothers over here doing it big.
Oh Lord. Let me show
oh man.
Let me show this. Biden look like he about
who?
Biden.
Biden the Walking Dead. He the leader. He the White Walker. He the leader.
The leader
the
White
Walker.
The leader of the White Walkers.
Look at him. He act like he blind. Every time he talk, his eyes are squinting.
Like he just smoked some of that good stuff.
Oh, well, the U.S. has to come to your country and train you how to be an entrepreneur, or they're training entrepreneurs.
Well, remember, Pastor Darby said when he was over there, and they had some land. He said you can go downtown, buy a tractor, come back,
Round up all these kids,
got all these kids, and have them,
sharecropping.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. He's like, I'm American. We got an entrepreneur mind. We
thinking
money.
Yeah.
So yeah,
No, we're waiting on the Indians to come back. We'll wait.
here's something else that just happened because of that African Leaders Summit. This is kind of sad. In the U.S. African Summit, a memorandum was signed that will have the governments of Zambia and Congo surrender the supply chain and production of copper and cobalt to American control. That's how you get your cell phones, by the way. Those things are needed to create cell phones, and they're just giving it away.
That's why, once again, it don't do nothing for you to be on the continent, have all these minerals, and you dumb as hell. You don't know what to do with it. You have all these people in your country doing stuff. You should have them train you on how to do this stuff. And then once you get the training, the entrepreneur, which Joe Biden said he's going to help Africa do, even though Nigeria, they claim they are.
Hold on.
They're already heavily advanced. They're the most advanced country in Africa.
Nigeria ain't got nothing to do with this. They're not in
So
nowhere in
if
there.
Nigeria is the most advanced country in Africa, why aren't they helping other African countries?
Because they jealous of them and keep kicking them out.
But no, you ain't supposed to do that towards your brothers and sisters.
All right, let's move on.
We can't. It's loading. Buffering.
Oh, here this shit go.
I remember back in 2008, 9 all the time.
You couldn't
See, they spoiled us.
they spoiled.
They had got us used to where it wasn't buffering. Now it's starting back to buffer again.
Well, we also used to have to. You couldn't be on the phone. So I was on the internet either. So.
No, they fucking with the internet and stuff to try to get you to get. You know what they trying to get you to get. They determine you're gonna upgrade. Yeah, what are you doing?
I don't know why it's doing this. Okay. Supporters demand action on bill to study U.S. reparations for African Americans.
Man, get out of here. We don't even read this article. We're still having studies on U.S. reparations for African Americans, but California is now willing to award reparations to the black people in that state.
But they already did a study. They haven't even got the study passed on a national level.
What is there any more to study? We learn and we take notes from California, right?
Well, that's the thing. The reason why they did it on the local level because they couldn't get it done on the national level.
Because you can't give other black Americans more money or lesser money than the Californians get. That wouldn't be right. Right?
Well, didn't you say that you think Texans should get a little bit more?
I have to say Texans should get a little bit more because they weren't advanced enough to know that slavery.
They weren't advanced enough.
They weren't advanced enough. I don't want to say the other word, what I call Africans.
Well, wait. So you call that the Africans, but you won't call that
I
the
ain't
black.
calling my people that. I'm going to say they weren't advanced enough.
Well,
they had been touched.
Remember Judge Joe Brown told that story? He said that some black soldiers came and told them they're free. They didn't believe
Get out of here.
So they sent a white soldier to tell them and they believed it. It took a white soldier to tell them they were free for them to believe it.
But that would make sense, dude, back in that time.
What?
It would make sense for them back in that time.
So if a group of black men came
because they would expect white people to tell them they're free, not some jigaboos. We're going to talk about him. Some jigaboos to come along and say, you're free.
Go ahead and talk about it. You're talking about Griffin.
Oh, Griffin calling people jigaboos? He would say that. He's married to a white woman. He would definitely
They
Call
got,
people jigaboos. He's a wannabe.
him being married to her has nothing to do with anything.
Yes, it is. He's lost his damn mind going on national TV saying jigaboos.
San Francisco Guaranteed Income Program for pregnant black women to expand across California. San Francisco has another guaranteed income program for transgender residents that provides payment of up to $1,200 each month. Remember, we talked about that too. So they got one in Georgia, Chicago, San Francisco. Then you got the transgender one going on in San Francisco.
This ain't nothing but welfare. The 1960s revamp. You still can't have a black man in a home. Well, or another race of man in a home nowadays.
Well, it's funny because you said when we saw this article, we saw this picture here.
They're promoting lesbianism.
It's just so a black woman who is single can get it, okay? A black single and pregnant can get it. A black woman who's single and with a woman can get it.
Yeah.
And a black woman who's single but with a man can't.
They just need a sperm donor.
Now I don't know if that's true. It's just this picture is insinuating a lot.
Well, that's propaganda. We know that they put pictures like that to tell you what they're really trying to do.
Yeah. So you think this is just another welfare?
It's a welfare.
Are you against
Get pregnant.
it? Are you against it?
What?
This.
Yeah, because the man should be in the household having a job, and it should be a family unit. You wouldn't need that if you had a man, right?
True. But what about the people who don't? Okay, that's not the reality for them.
Well, no. What about people who don't have a man?
Who are not with the man?
Then they should have kept their legs closed.
So that there should be no help for them.
I'm not gonna say there should be no help for them. What
So
I'm saying is I'm not going to promote government assistance for black women having kids out of wedlock.
Is it okay?
I said it.
I said it. You jealous?
Because we know they're not going to give any assistance for a family unit, right?
No.
They never say families. It's always black women.
Virginia said Google Pope kissing the feet of African bishops is all black folks. Well, yeah, I remember that. He called himself being humble like Christ and kissing the feet of another person and washing their feet.
So he was acting out a role.
Yeah,
he was Christ.
Yeah,
kissing the lesser.
Yeah,
foots. He's out here kissing foots.
Foots. Keeper said, meanwhile, they still won't call on Africans who want to ask questions in the press conference. Exactly. Karen, what's her name? The press secretary for Biden. She won't even call on African people to ask questions. Then the African person came out and said, "This is discrimination."
Well, we can't understand what you're saying. That's why we ain't calling on
This
you.
is discrimination. You won't call on African people to ask questions. And they was like, she was like, whatever, ignoring them. I was like, damn.